And what that does, well, it brings us a nice overview of what's going on in the game. In the top right side, there seems to be a blue Zerg. From Agu, he is a laser. Bottom left side, there is the yellow Protoss from Ting, Neeb. You're still with Ting, right? Because I made some assumptions about players in another qualifier recently, and I was off by a couple of months. Yeah, no, it's no longer Ting. There you go. Again, it was last month though, so it's not too far ago, I suppose. I forgive myself. He did leave Ting. He did leave Ting, guys. He did. At least Liquipedia tells me so. Apparently it stopped last month on the 15th. Yeah. Either that or we have a liar in the person who updates the Liquipedia, which I believe we could always blame Cynical Death for. That is his job. That's what we entrust him to do. As the wonderful volunteer that he is. Alright. What's happened in this game? I guess there was a probe somewhere across the map, right? Or did ELAZER just take his third base without... Okay, no, there is a probe here. Good. There is a probe. Yeah, I see him. I see him. How does Snoopy know what I'm gonna say? It's crazy. You know he's doing this like a couple of minutes beforehand, right? Boy is psychic. Alright, pretty calm so far. Nothing that is really gonna concern us too much. Right, what do we even expect out of Neeb here? Who's seen recent games of Neeb? What is he doing these days in PvZ? Because I'm not entirely certain. The way I feel about him is that he's just gonna try to get himself into late game, right? That's how I kind of feel about him. Maybe he's gonna have some sort of a timing pressure push here and there, but he's not the guy trying to do an adapt all-in, right? ELAZER is, you know, a bit of a more of an aggressive player at heart. But he's, you know, always taking steps, trying to remove himself from that. I feel like, at least. He's put in a lot of effort, you know, every single time, and I kind of am assuming that a lot of his practice kind of is aimed towards that. And it does show. He's definitely made quite a bit of headway in the overall late game situations. There's two adepts. Managed to get themselves on the drone line. Two of the drones so far go down. Are there gonna be more victims here? Yes, there will. At least one more. Back into the natural base and a recall. Okay. Gets him out of there. Starts up an oracle afterwards. That's the Void Ray. Misses the Overlord. That looked kind of funny. That Void Ray needs glasses. Oh, he found another one. It's fine. Haha, job done. Oh, he's coming back for the other one, actually. That's kind of smart, going to hunt the other one that you won't get otherwise, and then going for the one that you know, are kind of guaranteed to get. I'm making fun of it, but, you know, it could be like just like a 2000 IQ move. Robo facility with a Twilight Council. Okay, okay. Let's see where that leads us to. Could be Blink, could be Adept Glaives, could be Charge, really. We've seen the whole shebang kind of making appearances recently in the PvZ matchup. Kind of depends on the player, and it's going to be the Templar Archives. Okay. Well, very possible as well. Might be coming in combination with Charge then, later down the line, perhaps. Oracle keeps it up, keeps it alive. That's on out of there. I guess important to note, as well for Neeb, right, as it was for Time and Cure, he is playing with latency. He is playing from NA to the European service, and I'm not certain if he lives on the east or west coast, or somewhere in the center. Ah, nobody lives there. That's what they all tell me anyway, those Americans. No one lives in the middle. Neeb regularly ladders on EU? Okay, okay. Also, I asked you guys a question about what he's doing, and I kind of ignored the chat after that for a while. I guess I found other things to talk about. Archon pressure doesn't seem to be getting too much done so far. The Queens were in a good position. A stasis ward. Captures 2 drones. Gotta be feeling pretty silly about themselves now. Those 2 core drones. Neither of these players really making any decisive blow to the other one so far. And tech-wise, where we're going, it seems to be a Spire for ELAZER. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to go for a lot of Mutalisk here, but could just be him prepping for a later stage in the game. You know, it's not horrible getting those air weapons started a little bit sooner, because that is usually kind of where this battle will gravitate to regardless. Gonna have some Corruptus as well to finally deal with that. If you don't go for the Mutalisk, I suppose for the Oracle. You think he's gonna go Mutalisk? He's so heavy on the roaches already, right? Well, we'll see. No, okay, he doesn't do much. He knows there's an attack coming, so roaches take priority now. Roaches and Ravages, where are they? Where are the roaches? There they are, they're coming. The Queens having a bit of trouble there. Okay, now getting the transfusions off. Getting most of them off, and that is a bit of sour defeat in the mouth of the Protoss army here. Having to retreat quite suddenly, and they only really kill, well, 2 Queens. Wait, Neeb killed a Zealot? How did he kill it? I guess a Disruptor shot a Zealot somewhere? Or did he kill a Changeling? Does a Changeling show up like that on this thing? I don't even know. Alright, it is going to be quite a couple of Mutalisk here. I really like this decision after such a failed push from Neeb. You take down a good amount of the army units. You have a bit of wiggle room, a bit of spending room as a Zerg, right? Well, you can do whatever you want with it. And these Mutalisk are just a wonderful tool to utilize that moment in the game to try and solidify your advantage here. Just coming in and taking out probes wherever you can find them. Without, you know, having too much of a danger of like, okay, well, if these Mutalisk don't get too much done, or if they... you know, the opponent suddenly attacks me with a big army of Stalkers and Archons. I'm gonna have to use them defensively, perhaps, and that's gonna be horrible. So yeah, none of those worries in his mind right now. Can just kind of do his thing. Hive attack coming up for ELAZER as well. Neeb still has the 4 bases going for himself, of course. He's got Blink on the way. Plus 2 weapons as well. Getting pretty close. He's starting up some nice Zealot harassments here and there. Look at that. Doesn't get too many drones, but definitely got the attention of those roaches. It's not as valuable, but it's something. 11 probes go down. Those Mutalisk are not leaving a stone unturned here. Checking every little corner. Wherever they can find damage, they will try to do it. rocks being torn down as well. Neeb repositions his army, of course, quickly enough to allow anything horrible to happen there. Doesn't get the creep tumor, unlucky. Another base for ELAZER as Neeb is starting up the production for the late game here with that fleet beacon. 3 more Stargates. As well as the Storm upgrade. All very important things. Can he hopefully maybe even perhaps establish himself another base here and keep the bases that he has well enough alive? 4 probes down the right flank as well. Having a bit of trouble against those roaches right now. Not the greatest army for fighting roaches. Archons and Stalkers do okay with the Void Ray there, but well, I guess that's pretty good. Actually, now that I say it, it's pretty good. Immortals, you know, I'm thinking about Immortals, but the rest of it's pretty close seconds, all of them. Disruptor there as well. Just perhaps a couple too many roaches for my liking. Just make me feel uncomfortable. More spine crawlers for ELAZER here. Makes sense with the frequency of zealot run-bys occurring here from Neeb. If you're just gonna secure yourself in that fashion. Ooh, there's gonna be a lot of probes here. Come down due to the banelings. Wrapping around the more precious units there as well. The Archon and the Disruptor. As this is starting to look a little bit bleak for Neeb. Not much left here. Still 60 army supplies somewhere, but it's not here. On the other side of the map, perhaps, trying to deal with a base there, but that's about all he can muster. GG, ELAZER takes game number 1. The man who won the game previously. Will he do it again? The blue Zerg. Agu. ELAZER. The top left side, no longer Ting, but still. The Yellow Protoss Neeb. Spread the word. At least I believe that's the case. Or someone lied to me on Liquipedia. We've went over this in the first game. There's no need to, you know, dig up that dirty past again. Alright. People asking about what race is the best race. You know what? It's probably the race that you play the best. It all depends, right? If you're Neeb, Protoss probably gonna be your best race. If you're ELAZER, it's gonna be Zerg. Now, which one would be the best to choose if you're choosing? That's rough. That's rough. Honestly, do feel like it just depends on your playstyle kind of thing, right? Just look at players, look at what kind of playstyle you enjoy. See if there's someone that, you know, piques your interest. Sets of units they use, the way they approach the game, and then, you know, have fun with it afterwards. Just try to play that overall. There's no sense in trying to get your joy from getting W's in StarCraft 2. It's, you know, if you're playing it for amusement in that sense, you're gonna have a rough time. You're gonna have a rough time. What's happening in this game so far? There's a Stargate coming up. Adepts being built. So the previous time, the Adept still, of course, getting, what was it, 3 drones? 3 drones. That was a pretty solid start there. Couldn't manage to carry that advantage through to the later parts of the game, unfortunately. That does happen sometimes. Can't just always win with 2 adepts. It's probably for the better of the game. Then again, you don't always lose 3 drones to 2 adepts as well. Which could make a point for that. I feel like sometimes my casting is just me arguing with myself. You know? It's like... just disagreeing with myself. Alright, anyway. I'm giggling about it. That's all I do. First Oracle on the map. I don't think ELAZER really had a good sight yet on the Stargate nor the Oracle here, so it could be coming in as a little bit of a surprise, yet he is building the Spore Crawler at a reasonable time. Oracle tries to zap a drone there, does manage to get 1. No drones there, so no further victims for the time being. We'll have to wait for the second Oracle. Maybe then he will be able to grab a couple more. Robo facility for Neeb as well coming in. Afterwards. And be able to provide a bit more aggression with that. Keep his eyes with the observers wherever they need to be. Well, this looks... yeah, you should warp in there. That is a bit awkward. ELAZER almost... Just disagreeing that this was reality. No, you're not warping... or you're not shading in 4 adepts into my third base. That's not happening. Squeens is moving the other way. You're not gonna commit there. And he does. Kills 8 drones with it. That's pretty solid. Pretty good stuff. Oh. Laughter not being the best medicine for that Overlord right there. Tickle Beam's murderous ray. Painting Nest as well, coming up for ELAZER. And he is he's getting a lot actually. He's just grabbing most of his stuff. He's gotta be feeling pretty confident, I would say. After that previous game, right? That felt very, very solid overall for him. It really was just one big push from Neeb trying to be aggressive across the map and kind of falling flat right then and there. Suddenly ELAZER on with his foot on the gas pedal, running across the map. With quite a couple of Mutalisks and such. Just could start peeling away at his opponents. Now, Neeb of course hasn't yet suffered such a fate in this game. But it's looking a little bit similar, right? This push overall, the units that he has, I'm fairly certain that he's just been following the same build, which kind of the same idea that I have about Neeb, but look at how he's doing this differently now. Instead of committing anywhere, just kind of moved forward to the middle of the map. It's like, hey, I'm coming again. It's happening once more. And he moves back. Now, ELAZER made a lot of units here, and it looks like he's just planning to make some more. Now well, maybe he feels, because of this, that he would have to get aggressive, or maybe he's always planned to get aggressive here. Because that's a lot of, well, Roach Ravagers coming down the tracks, looking to slay some Protals here. The Alchem's trying to absorb the Banelings, but they're still a little bit clumped up. I know that they're big, and they tank a lot of the Baners, but still spread out, they tank even more Baners. You need absolutely everything you've got right here. And I don't think that's going to work out at all. Laser just outproducing Neeb, it feels like, right? Neeb not entirely... No, it could just be a build order thing. I have to revisit some of the core plays he has in this matchup after this series here. Because overall, that pack of units, it died quick. It you know, it didn't do much. That's kind of rough to say. That's kind of rough to say. You know, it's very unfortunate as well. Neeb is such a fantastic player, and I was anticipating, you know, a really big fight between these two. Potentially, you know what? I was kind of actually thinking Neeb might be the favorite between the two, but well, Laser is just on a path of war right now. Everything is just working out so well for him. There it is, GG. Laser takes 2 games in a row and obliterates Neeb, puts himself in the qualifying match.